Emily could see that Oliver had broken down on the crossing. Then Emily heard Thomas's whistle. Oh dear! At harvest time, the air is filled with the smell of fresh fruit and vegetables. The engines happily deliver their loads to market. But one day, mist and rain swirl down Toby's line. You can do it, Henry, encouraged his driver. But it was no use. Henry ground to a halt. The engines on the island of Sodor want to be responsible, reliable, and really useful. They are happiest when Sir Topham Hatt gives them important work to do. James thinks his work is very important indeed. He is proud of his shiny red paint and likes to look clean and smart. There are many beautiful places on the island of Sodor. The engines love the pretty watermill, the peaceful canals, and the castle on the lake. Toby's favorite place is the old windmill. The windmill is worn. It cannot make much flour now. Toby loves to watch the sails go round. And the miller is his friend. Good morning, Toby. One day, Toby was collecting a load of flour to take to the market. But he was so busy watching the windmill's sails that he forgot to look where he was going. All the flour was ruined. Oliver and Duck are great Western engines. They deliver goods and passengers when the roads are closed by deep snow. But Oliver thinks snow is messy and cold. Hurry up, I'm a busy engine, puffed Henry. Goods arrive night and day at the docks. Sometimes Henry and the other engines work so hard that their axles ache. Sir Topham Hatt brought in a new engine to help with the heavy workload. He was long and had 10 drive wheels. He looked very strong. In the summertime, there is no better place to be than the island of Sodor. The engines are happy to show vacationers the wonderful sights to be seen. But this year, there was a problem. Thomas and Emily were in the foundry for repairs. Harold the helicopter is glad not to be a steam engine. He is much happier flying in the sky than racing along on road or rails. One sunny morning, the engines were busy preparing for the vicar's annual garden party. I'd like to help, called Harold, but I'm on patrol. He was looking for engines that might be in trouble. Meanwhile, the engines puffed to and fro with their loads for the party. Percy was delivering deck chairs and decorations, tables and tea urns, and reminders. Don't forget to come to the vicar's party. Thanks for the invitation, called Harold. But duty calls, and he whirred away. Harold was landing at his airfield to get more fuel when he saw Pegasus, the cart horse that lives close by. It was May Day on the island of Sodor, and the engines were celebrating. They knew there'd be music and lots of fun. The station was being decorated. Sir Topham Hatt said that the engines could be decorated too.
Decorations aren't dignified for an important engine like me. I pull the express.
Gordon was feeling insulted.
Silly little engines, he grunted.
Thomas was enjoying himself. He was bringing the maypole. The farmer's children waved. Thomas peeped happily as he passed by. Soon it was time for the decorating.
Run out of water?
He teased. Yes, snapped Spencer. I must have a leaky tank.
Perhaps,
Smiled Gordon.
but we better hurry. Everyone is waiting.
Gordon switched to Spencer's line and was coupled up. Then they set off. It was Christmas time on the island of Sodor, and Sir Topham Hatt's engines were busy. The snow made their journeys difficult. They had to work hard to deliver passengers and goods to their destinations on time. This made the engines feel very reliable. I'm reliable too, huffed Thomas. Apparently not reliable enough, Elizabeth chuffed. Now Thomas was crosser still. The snow was heavy, but Thomas arrived at every station right on time. Rusty repairs the railway that winds through the mountains on the island of Sodor. The little diesel checks that the tracks, tunnels, and bridges are all in good working order. One day, Rusty was crossing the old wooden bridge. There was a big bump in the track. It was an exciting day on the island of Sodor. "Good morning," called Harold. Annie and Clarabelle were full of happy children. Thomas was taking them to their annual sports day. Everything was ready for the day to begin. "I do hope I'm number one and win a medal," said a boy. "It must be splendid to win a medal," chuffed Thomas. "After all, I'm engine number one."